Yo, what is good, YouTube? And welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing episode number 10 of I Build Your Teams, the series where I build my viewers' teams into the best teams possible for my team unlimited and or competitive play based on how much MT they have and what their squad is currently looking like. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day. Tons of daily My Team content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. We're going to start off with this first team today, which comes in from my boy JJ5. He says he pulled a few maxes, nobody spent, got about 300,000 MT, picked up AD, and he's thinking of getting Braun. Well, if you bought AD, make sure you grind out the unsellable AD that is free from agendas that's available for the next like week, and I would play him over Tim Duncan at your backup center. Outside of that, 300k MT with a team like this, it's going to be really hard to get Braun, because the thing is, Braun is going to cost 800,000-ish MT. So, I mean, you may be able to grind out that type of MT over the next week or two, but it's going to be a significant grind. With a team like this, I don't know if that's the recommendation that I would have. Well, I do think Braun is going to get you a ton of elite level cards for your lineup. It's also going to lock up all of your MT to where you can't really make a lot of future changes unless you just grind out more MT. Depends on how much grinding you're willing to do. If you're willing to do that much grinding, then you should get SGA as well. If you have the time, SGA will make this team better. But right now, I honestly don't think I would recommend Braun. I think I would more so recommend saving the MT, seeing who the next big buy this player type card is. You could also consider picking up a guy like Paul George, but I don't think it's worth that type of MT when you have Brandon Roy and Gordon Hayward. Definitely, like I said, would play AD over Tim Duncan at the backup center. This is just not a team where I think any of the players out right now are big enough upgrades to where we're spending the MT on. And Braun is just such an expensive investment as a no money spent player that the way your team is right now is honestly very good. The one change you might want to consider is Scottie Barnes over Scottie Pippen. I just think he's a better all-around card. If your Pippen's sellable, that's certainly one to consider, but outside of that, it's about all I got. Second team from today is Rido. He's got 235,000 MT. Wonder if he should sell Pippen and use Harrison Barnes instead. Well, I like Pippen and Harrison Barnes. I like that you're using Jared Vanderbilt, by the way. Shout out to JV for the Lakers winning again, and he's going to get another Evo. So he's going to be a Amethyst now, which is pretty sick. But honestly, like, I'd go Scottie Barnes again. Like, sell Pippen, sell Harrison Barnes, buy Scottie Barnes. That's my opinion anyway. I think he's the guy personally over those two guys. Those guys are very good as well, but I kind of prefer Pippen over both, or Scottie Barnes over both of those two, because I think he's the most complete option in terms of being able to shoot, shot create, slash, but also defend, just be a super versatile all-around card. I really like Scottie Barnes. I think he's a really good card, and I think he's probably the guy that I'd go with. Outside of that, this is a great team. I mean, backup shooting guard's a little bit of a weakness, but not significantly. Steve Smith is still a very good card. This is a very, very solid team, and I think overall a team that doesn't need a ton of changes. So I think personally Scottie Barnes is the only upgrade for this squad today. Third team comes in from TH, 400,000 MT. Donovan Mitchell and Sean Livingston is a fine point guard duo, but the rest of the team's kind of all over the place. Honestly, first thing is just slide your small forwards to shooting guard. MJ and Dr. J should be your two shooting guards. If Manu is not locked in, I would recommend selling him. Same thing. Well, that Mitrich was actually unsellable, so you can't do that. But whatever you can do to maximize your MT, I would do. And if that Manu is not locked in, that's one way to maximize it for sure. But yeah, Donovan and MJ, and then Sean Livingston, Dr. J off the bench. That'll be a super solid 1 through 2 for your starter and your bench. Small forward position could get 400,000 MT, Scottie Barnes and Harrison Barnes. AK at power forward is still very good. You have Paulo as well. You could just run Glenn Robinson, actually. Scottie Barnes, Glenn Robinson, Andre Karolinko, Paulo Banchero as your 3s and your 4s. Wilt can play the 5. You need a backup 5. Just go get that Anthony Davis from those grindable agendas again. And your team's going to be set. Only player you spent MT on is Scottie Barnes. And I think that's a really, really good 10-man lineup. Next squad is Crops. He started playing this season. He's only spent 100,000 MT, and he got Embiid from a free pack. This team is starting to come together, man. We got Livingston, we got Embiid, then ACP, Steve Smith, Jared Vanderbilt, Derek White, Robert Covington, Bobby Portis. Jared Vanderbilt, Bobby Portis, and Derek White are all getting Evos on Monday as well. This is a really, really good team. 100,000 MT. There are upgrades you could make right now to this team. For example, Scottie Barnes and Pete Maravich would both make this team better. But I don't think those guys are worth buying. I will say 100% again, make sure you grind out Anthony Davis. He's a much better backup center than Sean Bradley. That's a super easy, obvious upgrade right there for sure. Outside of that, I don't know of any upgrades that I would make to this team today. This is again 100,000 MT. You have what's definitely starting to work as the core of your roster. So I definitely would save that MT, see what is coming. These Evos are going to be super nice again, that are going to continue to boost up some of the players on your squad, and definitely just wait and see right now with the game a little bit, see what new budget cards are coming out, and honestly save MT, because if you could get to the point, your next thing honestly might just be to make a big purchase potentially, or pick up a couple of the new budget cards that might come out, and then potentially consider a big purchase at some point. Bambo says he locked in for Harden. He doesn't know what to do his wings. I'm looking at this team. I'm not that worried about your wings. Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Kawhi Leonard, Andre Kirilenko. The way it is right now, I'm totally cool with. I really like that. I don't like your backup center very much. I would run Wade and Harden personally as your two PGs. Harden start, Wade off the bench probably. Dominique fine as your backup shooting guard, but this is a team honestly that kind of needs a shooting guard and honestly a center. Both of those things are very likely going to come in the next set for LeBron, which is on Wednesday. So assuming that you're probably going for LeBron, this is the type of team where it does need upgrades. I also think it might honestly be worth saving your MT for another few days just to see what that LeBron set is looking like, because I assume if you have Harden, you're halfway to him already. It's not unrealistic or unreasonable at all to consider locking in LeBron. You're going to need a little bit more MT, but it is certainly feasible, I think. This is almost a wait and see team simply because of that, because it looks like you're probably going for Braun. If you're not going for Braun, there are guys you could definitely buy. Backup center, probably a budget card would be a Dino Raja, a Serge Ibaka, probably even Bobby Portis' Evo card once he's Ruby is going to be super good as well for sure. Shooting guard position, I mean, there's not, the thing about shooting guard position is it's basically spending 100K or you're not getting a great option. KCP is good, but the fact that Nuggets lost hurts him because he's not going to get Evo to Amethyst on Monday. So it's a little disappointing for KCP for sure. So for this team, it's almost wait and see mode, I really think is my best recommendation. And then finally, we got the last team today from Harden. It says, please help. 34,000 MT. A little bit of a rough team, but it is certainly workable. Few holes on this squad for sure are going to be your backup small forward, power forward, and center. You need upgrades, and the easiest upgrades honestly are going to be Jared Vanderbilt in-season tournament card, Bobby Portis in-season tournament card, and then backup small forwards, probably my recommendation would be Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is better than Robert Covington. I know those three players are going to be a little more than 34,000 MT, but not a ton more. If you can make a little bit of MT, get those three guys, you'll have D-Wade, PG, Harrison Barnes, AK, and Bobby Portis at the 5. Off the bench, you will have Kyrie. Dylan Brooks, still not amazing. You could grind out John Havlicek to replace him, so then Kyrie, John Havlicek, Rocco. Backup 4 would be Jared Vanderbilt, and backup 5 would be Ruby Giannis. And that is a lot better team, and that's a lot more competent team, especially for online modes and stuff like that, and that'll allow you to hopefully have more success and continue to hopefully build some MT. So with that being said, that is the last team for this video, and that is going to do it for this video. So I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.